Well, Barrios, do you think he beats Barrios?
Don't matter if he beats Barrios or not. Still, Rolly Pacquiao. How many losses does Pacquiao have? Oh, that's another thing, bro. Pacquiao another one that don't give a about losses, and everyone keep tuning in for him, right?
Take a chance every time to knock him out. If you ever hurt him, finish him. But meanwhile, just sit back and box and do your thing.
It has to be financial. I mean, any fighter that comes back, especially from retirement, a guy like Manny Pacquiao, it definitely has to do with money.
Fighters are split on Manny Pacquiao's decision to return to the ring at 46. Floyd Mayweather has criticized the comeback, calling it a mistake that could tarnish Pacquiao's legacy and expressing sadness over him continuing to fight at this stage of life. Meanwhile, growing concerns center on Pacquiao's health and true motivation, with many suggesting the bout is driven more by financial gain than competitive spirit.
Whereas Pacquiao, at his age, which is sad that he has to fight.
Rolly Romero believes the outcome of Manny Pacquiao's fight against Barrios is irrelevant, saying Pacquiao is already a legend who doesn't care much about wins or losses at this point in his career. Romero also expressed interest in facing Pacquiao himself in a future bout.
Which fighters actually won?
Rolly Pacquiao.
Well, Barrios, do you think he beats Barrios?
Don't matter if he beats Barrios or not. Still, Rolly Pacquiao. How many losses does Pacquiao have? Oh, that's another thing, bro. Pacquiao another one that don't give a about losses, and everyone keep tuning in for him, right? Bro, all that undefeated, that don't mean shit if you're not fighting nobody. Nobody gives a about you.
Roy Jones Jr. praised Manny Pacquiao's legendary career, stating that the Filipino icon has nothing left to prove. He highlighted Pacquiao's remarkable achievements and suggested that a return to the ring is unnecessary. While expressing admiration for Pacquiao, Jones questioned the value of a comeback at this point in his life.
Fighter of the decade, 1990s. Passing on the torch to Manny Pacquiao, fighter of the 2000.
Right?
Any advice tonight for him?
Just be smart. Don't get overly aggressive. Try to be smart with your aggression. Take your shots when you can, but don't go out there to just strictly knock him out. Just outbox him like you did last time. And when you get chances, take chances and try to knock him out. If you ever hurt him, finish him. But meanwhile, just sit back and box and do your thing. You have nothing to prove to him.
Any advice for any children and youth on the benefits of sports, not smoking in general? What would you say to them?
No smoking, no drinking, party lightly. Always keep your own mind. That's how I got to where I am now. I always keep my own mind. No smoking, no drinking, no drugs. Stay in your own mind. In your own mind, then you can make your own choices and decisions the proper way. Give yourself the best chance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Salamat. Thank you.
Tim Bradley voiced skepticism about Manny Pacquiao's comeback, suggesting it appears to be financially motivated rather than driven by a genuine competitive spirit. He pointed out that comebacks often signal financial struggles and questioned whether this was the case for Pacquiao. Bradley also warned that Mario Barrios, being younger and in his prime, could have a significant advantage, potentially ending Pacquiao's career on a harsh note. These concerns, he said, cast serious doubt on whether the fight should even take place.
Pacquiao getting back in the ring again for a world title fight.
Well, obviously, you know, it has to be pertaining to any kind of money. You know, it has to be financial. I mean, any fighter that comes back, especially from retirement, a guy like Manny Pacquiao, it definitely has to do with money. One, two. I think Manny Pacquiao, I think his C game is a lot better than anybody, a lot of guys' A game, even with the age. But you have to take into account the last time he stepped foot in that ring, man, against Ugas. You know, he didn't look good. He was outmatched by, you know, a younger fighter. Barrios is no slouch. Barrios is a young fighter, you know, bigger fighter, knows how to, you know, control distance very well. Can punch a little bit. Like, he's no easy task for anybody in the welterweight division. And for Manny to come back after this long and to face a young guy like that is dangerous. And sometimes, you know, these old legends, they got to get beat up several times before they call it quits. You know, that Ugas fight, I don't know if it was enough for Pacquiao. That's why he's coming back. But Barrios, he can he can finish Pacquiao. There's a possibility that he can finish Pacquiao and basically cause him to go back into retirement once again. But again, what they say, the last thing that leaves is the power. If Manny got any of that power still left in him, if he lands that left hand, he can hurt the young gun. So, but that's easier said than done.
Yeah, I actually think he can beat Barrios.
Combat analyst Ryan Campbell shared his perspective on Manny Pacquiao's unexpected return, highlighting the unusual dynamic of a 46-year-old veteran stepping into the ring against a younger champion like Mario Barrios. He likened the situation to George Foreman's legendary comeback, noting that age can sometimes defy expectations. Campbell emphasized that boxing history has seen older fighters reignite their past brilliance for one unforgettable night. While acknowledging the skepticism surrounding Pacquiao's return, he believes the sport's unpredictable nature always leaves room for miracles.
An only 8-division world champion. He'll be inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame next month. And then in July, BC is going to come out of retirement. Why now?
By the way, between those two dates, I believe he has an election coming up for a Senate position in the Philippines. So we always know that Manny is a busy man. He gets after it. He also dares to be great. And this is wild news. Look, in the boxing underground rumor mill, this had been floating around for a couple months. We just didn't know if it was going to be for real. Was Manny really going to commit to not just coming back after 4 years away, after just one fight in the last 6 years, at age 46, but to come back directly into a title fight against a young, in his prime, active champion, Mario Barrios? It's interesting theater, to say the least. It's a pay-per-view main event, reportedly for July 19th. And we know Manny Pacquiao has always brought big business, but now he's going to bring it in more of the late career George Foreman type of way to etch himself into that record book even further. Can Manny do it? I mean, look, the odds are certainly against him, but there's one thing about certain legends in this game. Think Bernard Hopkins, who fought into a very late age. Some of them, as long as they can physically get themselves into that ring, sometimes they can reproduce magic for one night. So it's a romantic situation. I got cats walking around.
Yep.
People are excited to see the Pac-Man back. You just got to kind of figure out, is this for real? Is he going to be for real? Or are we going to send him into a physical, violent retirement?
Campbell continued by evaluating Pacquiao's current physical condition, noting that while the former champion is well past his prime, he still retains a level of speed that rivals many average fighters in today's welterweight division. Though he may lack the sharp explosiveness of his younger years, Campbell pointed out that Pacquiao's agility and hand speed remain effective, especially when measured against less polished opponents. Fueling the ongoing debate, recent training footage of Pacquiao has stirred excitement and curiosity. In a short video clip showcasing his pad work and movement, the 46-year-old looked intensely focused and surprisingly quick. His punches came in rapid flurries, and his footwork revealed flashes of the rhythm and timing that once left elite opponents bewildered.